discussion is on. Yes, discussion is ongoing. You've seen with him? Certainly. You've seen Peter Obi discussing with Atiku. You've seen Peter Obi meeting with El-Rufai. You've seen party management is a very difficult thing, Chamberlain, and we are doing the best we can in the circumstance to navigate ourselves out of the quagmire we have found ourselves. But rest assured, there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. We have learned our lesson the bitter way. Our concern as a party and to these people that I've mentioned is to ensure that we salvage Nigerians from this despair and despondency between maladies of hunger and poverty and frightening insecurity in the land. You could see cluelessness and ineptitude on the part of these people managing the country. And to these people, salvaging Nigeria out of it is more important than their individual ambitions. Peter Obi is suitably qualified. He can aspire, and we will support him if he gets the ticket. Atiku is suitably qualified, and if he gets the ticket, we will also rally behind him and give him the desired support.
This is a direct confirmation from a high-ranking PDP member, the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the PDP, that Peter Obi might be negotiating with El-Rufai, Kwankwaso and Atiku Abubakar. That of Atiku Abubakar is known. After that rumor in April that he was negotiating with El-Rufai, of course he granted an interview at the time saying that he was more concerned about the suffering of Nigerians rather than politics of 2027. No matter how crazy it sounds that Peter Obi and El-Rufai might be sitting in one room discussing politics, that's the reality of politics in Nigeria. Once two people share the same enemy, or a group of people sharing a common enemy, they will automatically become political allies. And now that Peter Obi has proven himself that he has nationwide appeal, he will be negotiating from a position of strength. Before the presidential election, all we were hearing was that no one will vote for an Igbo man. That was according to Kwankwaso when he was approached to deputize Peter Obi. Even from the PDP at the time, they were saying it was only Atiku that can win the election, that he had a nationwide appeal, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, they have seen that the person they didn't want to become the president, they didn't want him to get the ticket, have shown workings, despite the fact that we know that he won the election, which himself he said that he got up to 10 million votes, but they did all their mago-mago and their judicial coup.
So now is the time for a strong socio-political structure across the country, across the 30 states, one that includes not just hardcore obedience, but also over 6 to 10 million. Because I know while they said we got 6 million votes, I know we got up to 10 million.
So if truly these men are working on an alliance to face APC in 2027, like APC did against PDP in 2015, they already know who to back. It's unfortunate that they went different ways in 2023 elections. But now that they have realized their mistake, they know that power must move south. Yes, Kwankwaso feeling that North has the right to retain power after Buhari has spent 8 years. Even Atiku Abubakar was arrogant about it, saying that the Northeast haven't tasted power, so it is their turn. That PDP shouldn't be talking about zoning when they are not the party in power. That if they win the election, they can now zone to the south. All this despite the fact that Buhari was about to complete 8 years in power. So now they have seen their mistake, their arrogance. They know that they must back a southern candidate, even if they have to go to the extent of signing an agreement and telling him to go for only one tenure. If he goes for one tenure and Nigerians see that he is performing in office, his second tenure wouldn't be in doubt. Yes, his performance will literally destroy the agreement, because what Nigerians want is good governance, no matter who the person is, no matter where he comes from. This country has lost so much because of identity politics. Nigerians must be demanding from leaders, people who want to contest for elective positions, what they plan to do, not where they come from or their religion. People who run away from interviews and political debates is a huge red flag that Nigerians should be aware of. They should never vote for people like that, especially what is happening in Edo State governorship election that is coming up this month. The APC candidate has refused to grant any interview. In fact, it seems that it is Adams Oshomole that is contesting for the governorship election. He's everywhere this man is. In many rallies, he's the one speaking. This man barely speaks. So this is the same thing Nigerians should do going forward in presidential elections. Not just presidential elections, all elective positions, whether it is local government chairman, councillor. Ask people questions. Stop Stop looking at where the person comes from or the amount of money it's going to offer you for the elective position. What is happening in Nigeria today should teach everyone a lesson. Identity politics leads everyone nowhere. People voted APC the last time because of Muslim ticket. Look at where it has landed Nigeria today. Yes, we know they didn't win the election legally. It was a heist. But the most important thing is that people still voted for them, especially in the north. So while 2027 presidential election might still seem far away, more than 2 years away, the time to plan and mobilize for it is now. That's why Peter Obi is rallying his base, the Obidients. He has held 2 meetings in a few days with them. The one he held yesterday, he appointed a national coordinator for the Obidients in the name of Yunus Atanko, who was a spokesperson for Peter Obi and Labour Party during the presidential campaign. Let's take a listen.
Thank you, everybody that have joined this space. Once again, I remain sincerely grateful to all of you for your active participation in this space. Just last week, we held an space to announce the start of a series of engagements that will help to establish a structure to drive a process. I set up a team, as you know, during that space, or name some people and say they can form themselves into a team. This team was tasked for holding a series of consultation and engagement, and I want to most sincerely thank everyone who showed up at that engagement meeting that recently held. I also want to sincerely thank them on how fast they've moved the conversation and the consultation process. I will continue on the same appreciation. The team has provided me and us with a preliminary report. Last week, they put out a link for submission of ideas and documentation on how we should structure the movement. And I want to extend my sincere gratitude to over 160 people, I think about 160, 170 people who submitted their ideas and suggestions through the link provided by the engagement and consultation team, and to those who attended a recent consultation meeting that was held on Saturday. We received a wide range of insights, such as ideas on building an inclusive structure with a strong grassroots presence, leveraging on technology to optimize our operations and secure our votes, and innovative suggestions for grassroots mobilization. Indeed, I would say we have brilliant minds in our movement. And to this, we can see it from the quality of the ideas we've received. Well, as you know, we are just at the beginning of this journey. This is just the beginning. We are committed to ensuring that every member of this movement is heard and included as we build our structure. There will be more consultations at the national, regional, state, world levels, and I encourage everyone to participate when called upon. Moving forward, it is crucial that we have leadership in place to support this building process. And I'm sure this team and all that are involved after extensive consultation within the movement and reviewing the feedback from Obidients through the ideas submitted, there's a consensus that a position of national coordinator should go to the north. And I thank those who suggested this. For the nominations submitted by the stakeholders in the movement and shared with the engagement team, Dr. Tanko Yunusa emerged as the most nominated candidate of this role. I believe that those who did this must have looked into his track record, his leadership, and committed to the movement. I personally haven't worked with him as a spokesperson. I tend to agree with the team that he should serve as an interim national coordinator as we continue to lay the foundation of our movement. And I want to clarify that other positions will continue to be filled as we move forward. We just wanted to name somebody who will now be in charge of coordinating this. And they're all interim position, all in the interim basis as we evaluate the final and develop the final structure. As we move forward, We shall need your nomination for the best minds in the community to take up key positions in the structure. Remember, we have over 1 million leadership positions to fill, fund the boots to the national level. Please, I urge all of you to be involved in the nominations to help onboard the people with competence, character, and capacity to lead. I remain committed to the unity of our movements and broader society. I encourage every member to be actively involved and engaged with the consultation team and contribute on the ongoing conversation. And I continue to say it, what we are building is beyond all of us. So no one person is in charge. We are all going to move as one body, committed to building a new Nigeria, a new society that will be inclusive, where tribe, religion should not be a measure of competence, capacity, or compassion, where charity should not be seen as compassion, where people have to do real work, contribute meaningfully in a productive society, which is what we are preaching, and we want to move it from consumption to production. A society that will be productive and will unleash the essence of a country we'll all be proud of to call our own. So I thank all of you and urge all of us to support this effort and ensure that we support all those we are going to support to lead. Thank you, and God bless all of you.